Hello, everyone, and welcome to Old World Tech Fridays.
Good evening.
Hello, hello.
It is good to see everyone this evening.
For the few that are joining us, because the rest of are all at VCF Midwest.
Having a
That
time.
is true.
Mm-hmm.
Having a grand old time, from what I could tell.
Fine
is great.
Yeah. Chris, Retrotech Chris, speaking of having a grand old time, started to lose his voice partway through his live stream.
Oh my goodness!
And it's only Friday. He still has 2 full days.
Still got a long way to go.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
VCF's like a marathon. You know,
Right?
you can't sprint.
VCF is like going to a Metallica concert. It's loud. You don't know why you're there. It's loud.
Except for less, I feel like less drugs and less alcohol.
No. I feel like there's probably a lot of that happening. Especially the alcohol part. I remember watching the after party.
Last year,
Adrian, was it Adrian's Digital Basement and what's his name? Oh God, the Tinkerer, Ben Heck. It was him and Adrian. They were like they videoed, and everybody was getting progressively more soused as the night progressed and became more and more sloppy.
That's Saturday night, yeah.
Yeah.
Sloopy or sloppy? Which is it?
A bit of both, because he was also there.
I don't know if Sloopy was there last year.
I thought he was, because I thought that's
I thought he was. Yeah.
We were like, oh, look, it's a Sloopy. And then he was in the background.
I'm pretty sure.
I know he was at VCF East, and that's the first time I saw him. Because Chris did a live stream of VCF East. And he's like, this is a Sloopy Malibu. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is the first time we've seen you. So
and then the mystique was ruined, and so now he's on every stream.
Yeah, no, it's just like gut bomb. Like we can't shake him off our stream.
This will be the first time a lot of people see Sean, Geek with Social Skills, in person.
I'm pretty sure he's just a set of freckled hands.
Actually, no, he's not going.
Sean, I thought he's already there.
No, I messaged him because for the next Retro Repair Roundup, we're going to be talking about VCF Midwest as well as the Work Expo.
Yeah.
And I messaged off Sean, Geek with Social Skills. I want to double check. Maybe I'm wrong, but hold on.
Yeah, I was going to say, I saw him post earlier, and Garth offered to help him unload the vehicle.
Yeah, because he said, I'm not going to VCF Midwest. I wasn't able to swing the flight calls.
Yeah, hang on. Let me scroll back up. Yeah, because he sent pictures. At least I'm pretty sure it was him. Let me scroll up.
There's somebody there's somebody with a similar red icon.
Oh, Eric.
Discord.
Eric, yes. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Maybe that's who I thought it was.
Or it might be Nularek, because Nularek.
Yep, it was Eric. Yep. It was Eric.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So it wasn't Sean. Never mind.
Yeah.
Which Eric?
No, Eric. From
Helderson.
Eric Helderson. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Well. Gut Bomb decided to show up finally. 4 minutes.
Oh
late.
yeah. Speaking of Trina, who do we have joining us tonight?
Who do we have joining us? We have
We are
Scarlet
blessed.
we have Scarlet the Four-Eyed Cuda. We are blessed with JC. Oh, DJ Craze, Starbuck Tech. Let me see, and Der Gutbaum.
So, a few people didn't go to VCF, which is great because I also did not go.
I'm actually there, but I have my background projected.
That's true.
Everybody's being really quiet.
So for those of you who are not going to VCF, well, we'll talk about that in a bit. You go.
Go ahead, Frank.
So, let's do this day in tech history.
Tell us what history you have, sir.
Yeah.
So normally I only go back to Sunday, but this time I'm actually going to go back to Saturday. Only for the fact that September 2nd 1993, the first search engine came out. The world's first primitive web search engine is started, known as W3 Catalog, or the CUI www catalog. It was started by Oscar somebody, not the Grouch. Long name, I don't know. At the CUI in Geneva. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
Interesting.
And then September 3rd, 1995, the online auction site eBay is launched as Auction Web. Yep.
What is it really? Does it go back? I didn't think it went back that far. Wow.
Yep. And the first item that was ever sold was a broken laser pointer.
It was.
And it wasn't even intended to sell.
And who founded eBay?
Pierre Omdier. OmidyaR.
Where was he from? Because it sounds French.
He's American.
Is he? Okay.
Also Elon Musk and whatnot. Let's see.
Mr. Musk.
Started as a hobby. Surprised that the item sold for $14.83. He contacted the buyer to make sure that he knew the laser pointer was broken. To which he replied, "I'm a collector of broken laser pointers." From that first $14.83 sale, the guy that founded eBay is now worth billions of dollars.
So that laser printer laser pointer that was sold, that was sold by the founder of
eBay. Yes.
What became eBay, or what became known as eBay.
That's true. Yes. Yeah, because it was called Auction Web when it first started.
Right.
Yep. Crazy. September 4th, 1998, Larry and Sergey file incorporation papers for Google in California.
Giddy up.
Filing on a Friday, the date of the official incorporation would be marked as Monday, September 7th. Starting out as a privately held company, Google would hold their first IPO about 6 years later on August 19th, 2004.
Yep.
Wow.
And their initial stock offering was quite large.
Yes. Absolutely.
I feel like it was north of 150 million, maybe.
Yeah, it was. I think it was like one of the highest at the time.
Yeah,
as far as for an IPO. Let's see.
The company offered 19,605,052 shares at a price of $85 a share.
That's a lot of money.
So using my old calculator here.
I'm trying to figure out what $85 is in today's money.
2 times 85.
That's
$1.66 billion.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And what date? What year was?
No, that was 2004. They did their first stock offering.
Oh, the IPO, was 2004.
So
sorry.
what is $85 from 2004 and today? I know it's not that far long ago, but I'd be interested to see what the difference is to 2023.
137.55.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And just give you an example, in 2019, had you invested $100 or $10,000 in Google IPO, it'd be worth over $300,000 today. So
nice.
That's pretty good return on investment.
It is. It is. September 5th, 1980. The last IBM 7030 stretch mainframe is in active use is decommissioned at Brigham Young University.
Pour one out for the mainframes.
Let's see. September 6, 2008, Google satellite GeoEye-1 is launched.
And that's when they started doing sat.
That's when they started doing sat imaging, yep. After 5 months of delays, the high-resolution Earth observation satellite GeoEye-1 is launched from Vandenberg Air Force Base, owned by the corporation GeoEye Inc. GeoEye-1 is capable of taking high-resolution images with details down to 16 inches. However, the U.S. government had restricted that resolution for its own use. Commercial usage is limited to resolutions with details down to 20 inches.
Correct.
As the exclusive licensee of the images for online mapping purposes, Google had its logo on the Delta II rocket that was used to launch GeoEye-1.
Cool.
Oh, here we go. September 7th, 2005, Apple introduces the iPod Nano, effectively replacing the iPod Mini.
Nice.
The move surprised many in the industry as the iPod Mini was extremely popular. However, the use of flash storage instead of a hard drive allowed for a much smaller form factor, increased reliability, and better battery life.
Yep.
These improvements proved extremely popular with consumers as 1 million units were sold in the first 17 days alone.
Wow.
Fun little side story. I won my first iPod at a Catholic or at a Christian rock concert.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
Yeah, and it has John 3:16 inscribed on the back of it,
We
and
we
it's
need to
somewhere
we
it's
we
somewhere in
need
this
to
mess.
we need to get Ryan some news stories.
Sorry.
So that brings us to today, September 8th, 2003. The Recording Industry Association of America sues 231 people for sharing music on internet peer-to-peer
Napster.
networks, including a 12-year-old Brianna Lahara, eventually bringing suit to at least 30,000 more people. The RIAA intended to reduce the amount of music being shared, but instead generated a public backlash against the established recording industry, especially due to the fact that they sued a 12-year-old.
Optics. It's
It
important.
is. It is. And that's
And,
this day in tech history.
and I'm just gonna throw one thing in music history as we were talking tonight. Uh,
I'll be right back, by
pre-show.
the way.
Okay, we were talking pre-show. Frank and I about. I was listening. I had Teen Spirit cranked today, this morning because I was the only one in. And I looked it up. September 10th, 1991 is when it was released. So
You're old, Trina.
Sunday, I know,
Yep.
32 years.
Yep.
I'm like, oh dear God,
That song could have its own songs at this point.
right?
Could be married to another song, having other songs.
So what did you want to talk about tonight, Ryan?
I have a couple things to talk about, but we can just shoot the breeze here while we wait.
Well,
Um,
why don't because I have nothing to talk about tonight.
okay.
So we're talking about VCF Midwest and the fact that everybody's going to VCF Midwest.
Yep.
However, you don't have to go out of the country if you're Canadian, or you can come into the country if you're not Canadian. Let me just select my. What the hell? I gotta be careful what I click on. Why isn't it letting me show you? Oh, I'll do StreamYard for some reason. All right, allow. And we're gonna go
Sorry,
to.
I apologize. Got bombed completely. There is one thing that was missed in the history of tech history this week, and I do apologize. And Trina, I also apologize to you. And
What's
Frank, I'm
that?
very disappointed.
What's that?
September 8th. So yesterday.
Today?
Nine,
Today?
oh,
Today's
today.
the
Sorry.
8th. Yeah.
1966. Star Trek premieres on this evening
Oh,
in 19.
was it tonight?
Yeah.
Totally missed that
Yep.
myself. So, for those who can't go to VCF Midwest, um, consider next weekend. Next weekend. Next weekend. Next weekend. There
Sunday, Sunday,
is,
Sunday.
right? There
Monster
is the
trucks.
2-day event known as the World of Retro Computing, or a Work 2023 Expo. Will be taking place in Kitchener, Ontario. I did find a hotel that's actually like a block away from the venue for $10 cheaper than what I was going to pay for the other place that was further away. So hey, win-win. And they keep adding things to the event, so I'm kind of looking forward to it. But there's Amiga stuff. There's going to be uh, Jason. I don't know how to say that. Retro Shop will be displaying a variety of new boards, including the clear video line of RF video boards for the VIC-20, Commodore 64, and Commodore 128 computers. And for those who don't know, the VIC-20 had a telephone released here in Canada.
For the Vic modem.
Yeah, for the VIC modem, exactly. And so it looks like it's getting more and more information on it. But yeah, go to I will share the link in the chat. So let me come back and totally make everything weird. Let me put that in there. Oh, I'm in his old World Tech Fridays, it seems. But yeah, and the best part is of this whole event, you get to meet me face to face.
I mean, is that really a selling feature we want to be telling people?
Yes, yes.
All right, all right.
You get
Hey,
to meet.
Ron from Ron's Computer
Oh,
Video
hey,
says
Ron.
into
Yeah.
the chat.
Hey, how's everything? How's the setup going at VCF?
Live from VCF
Right.
Midwest. I feel like we're just sitting here in anticipation. Oh, Ron says, "Hey again." Hey.
Yeah, I know. Hey, Ron. How are things going at VCF Midwest?
I think you might have a bad connection.
No, he might just be.
It's
It's
going
going
well.
well.
Oh,
Good.
excellent. Good to hear.
Glad to hear. I saw. We were talking. I saw the almost all of the live stream from Chris because we usually get together half an hour for the stream. So I think I got like 5 minutes to go. But I saw you
Sure.
were talking to somebody when he was streaming. So
Awesome. Have you sold anything, Ron?
he might have because he was talking to
Slow
me.
hotel internet. Well, that's too
No,
bad.
that's totally
Would you
understandable.
like me to fax you down a package of
Fax it
bandwidth?
down.
I'll fax you down some bandwidth. Hold on. I'll go gather some up at the bandwidth firm and I'll fax it down to you.
Nice. My plan, by the way, I was talking because next week I'll might be a bit late to the stream, but I
Yeah.
will try to be here
Yeah.
as my train arrives at 7:16 to be precise. But then I got to get checked into the hotel and stuff. But I'm also going to take a network cable with me and do a quick speed test, but see what's faster, the Wi-Fi or the LAN connection.
It's hotel Wi-Fi or hotel internet, so it's likely to be garbage
Well, yeah, it's going to
all
be
around.
garbage either way, but I want to see like what has a bit more
Speaking
oomph
of
to it.
garbage, Frank, you're
Ron.
back.
Hey, Frank.
Slow hotel internet, Ron says.
Yes, and he asked me to fax him down some bandwidth, so I'm going to go collect some from the bandwidth firm and fax him down.
Nice. That does sound reasonable.
Yes. There's nothing made up about that statement.
So now,
No, Frank, we have to discuss your indiscretion. You missed something vitally important that happened on this day in 1966.
Yes, you
on.
did. And he muted himself.
Yeah.
That's
He's
because Liam's really loud. He just got home.
okay.
Ah.
No worries. So you missed what happened on this star date
Yes.
in 1966.
I was going to say that's not on the standing tech history page.
No. It was
yes.
the
Star Trek.
first the
Star
premiere
Trek
of the second
episode.
premiere episode because
Yes,
they
well,
had the
Second
first.
premiere.
Yeah.
Well, they had the first one, but they turned that into a 2-part episode. I think it was.
Right. Which
Yeah.
had different actors for different people, correct? Memory serves.
The only different actor was actually Captain Pike, and that's why they put him in a
Right.
beep chair because they couldn't get Jeffrey Hunter, I think, is the original Captain Pike,
Yeah.
and
That's
they
what I
couldn't
thought.
get him. They couldn't get him back in,
Right.
so they that's why they put him in a beep chair and highly disfigured.
Right.
Because of the different actors.
Cool. Anyway,
Sorry.
so Trina's going to work next week. Ron's at VCF Midwest. Frank's got a loud youngster.
Lot going on.
A lot going on here. So the stream is already 20 minutes in, and we're just flying through the topics.
We're already off the rails.
So I'm going to show a couple cool things that I found.
Okay.
Trying to, let's see, present.
Arms.
Share screen. Here we go. So this is the seller from the Sun Remarketing.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I bought quite a bit of stuff on there, but
I'm guessing his name is Ryan Cook.
it is, yes.
Okay. Hello, Ryan.
But they have some Asante MacCon cards
Nice.
available. More than 10. There's quite a few, actually. So
Nice.
they're like new.
I'm
So
looking at the Mac Cracker. That's cool. That's just
yeah,
a
yeah. There's
key-handle
quite a
Mac.
few
Is that
different
like
things.
the Nutcracker?
No, it's
Does
just
it do a little dance? Doo-doo-doo-doo?
no, it's
So
for
the
opening
Mac
Mac.
Cracker. So somebody said they picked one up and it actually wasn't the right size
Oh, okay.
for the screw. So I'm not sure what the story was. I
Ron
think.
is asking for the link.
Oh, for which?
I guess this seller.
Oh,
Y-
yeah. Hang on.
I
I'll
assume
post
you
it.
want the link for the seller run,
I will post it
Or he wants the link for the fax
right
machine
here.
for getting
or
the
maybe
bandwidth.
he wants the link.
Just the facts.
Yeah, just the
I
fax.
always forget that you can delete everything after the question mark.
Yeah, the rest
So,
is just tracking information.
but they also have one that's actually up for bid for the SE30. Quite a few for the SE.
Okay.
Available. Now, what I have noticed with him is he's very good about offers. So even if you make something a lot lower, 9 times out of 10, he actually takes it.
Okay.
So just keep that in mind. There's some 512 boards on there, brand new. There's some
Can
RAM. But what's
Frank? Can
cool?
you do me a favor? Sorry,
What?
I don't mean to interrupt. Can you put that link in the private chat?
Trent, I
Oh,
just copied
yeah.
it from the non-private chat and put it in mine.
Yeah, I
But-
know you can because you're not a moderator. However, us moderators go to click
Hang
on
on a
something,
second.
and this is all it does.
Yeah, no, I didn't click on it. I highlighted it, copy,
No,
pasted.
but we can't. You can't highlight. The only option is to hide or show.
Oh, weird.
Yeah,
There you go. It's in the private chat.
Perfect. Thanks so much.
So anywho, like here's a case of 26 Panasonic brand new floppy drives.
I mean,
149 best offer.
you need
But
one for sure.
What I
But
think is cool is Mac Paint, brand new in the saran wrap, cases of them.
10 copies. Yep.
Cases.
That's really $19 a copy, which is not terrible.
No. And
So-
if you make an offer, 9 times out of 10, they do take it.
Sorry, what are you? Which item are you looking at? I'm scrolling
Mac
here
Paint.
on my.
Mac Paint,
Okay.
hey, get 10 copies, $20 a piece.
Hey, look, the card that Trina needs for her Apple II.
Yeah. Adam's sending her one.
Oh, I know.
But why don't I go and buy one as well?
It's $50, $60.
Yeah. Well, right now my money is going towards work.
That's right.
How about 80 Macintosh Platinum mice for
I know for
$3,200?
30. Yeah, he had them at 35 last week. But yeah, there's so many cool things on there. I just figured I'd share that with people who may not have
That's
seen
pretty
it.
neat.
They got quite a bit of stuff. Is there Mac 2X news? Actually, no, Gutbomb, there isn't because it needs to be recapped. I tried turning it on, it won't power on. I put new batteries in, still won't power on.
Oh, is that's the
So
one you got for the 150?
the Apple one, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the one that. Hang on, I still have it here under the desk. I haven't moved it yet.
Do we
This is the
really
one
want to
with
know what it's
the
doing under the
Apple
desk?
asset tag.
Right. Yeah, you bought it. It was on the retro
Maccast.
retro
Or
Maccast.
the-
Thank you.
Yeah.
So the bigger question, Frodo, is why haven't you sent me a high resolution picture yet of that?
I haven't yet.
sticker?
Ron wants a picture as well, so I'll snap them today and send them because Ron wants one as well of the asset tag. But Sloopy is going to take it with him whenever he comes through. He'll be stopping here after VCF to
Okay.
offload a bunch of
Mhm.
stuff. But he's going to take it with him and recap it.
Yes, I heard
I don't
there.
have space for it.
I heard there may be a collection of
Things.
materials headed back your way from a certain Ohioan.
There's quite a few items actually that are coming back this way. Hang on, let me see if I can pull up the list because I don't remember.
I believe there's quite the collection coming to Canada.
Yes, there's some
as
sort of underground
well.
railway
Yep.
of
There is.
Apple
There's
products.
an underground tech rail. Not only
Things
Apple
just make their way around.
for me, not only Apple, but I have no idea what everything is. Nobody's telling
right
me anything.
here. So there is two 2SIs, a Quadra 630, Performa 6214 CD, a 2CX with a portrait video card, 2GS display.
Do you have a portrait display?
Classic 2. I do, yes.
Nice.
I do. I have a Radius portrait
Nice.
display. So yeah, there's quite a few items there, and then Tom Barber is bringing some stuff here as well next
Nice.
Tuesday.
Oh,
From
cool.
Ron.
Nice.
So yeah, quite a
But
few things coming back this way.
by the way, it's not smuggling.
And a partridge in a pear tree. Yes, correct, Ron.
Yeah.
This, that, and the other.
Gut Bomb said smuggling is illegal, but it's not smuggling. The computers have consented to come to Canada, so it's not smuggling. It's transporting.
Correct. So,
I
what
have
else we got, Frank? Anything
something
else?
else here, yes, that I'd
Ooh.
like to show.
I got a,
Hang on a second.
I got a stupid pimple in the corner of my
Ugh.
mouth.
Apparently, Kyle's going to be ordering a drive controller to replace the one in his hernia. That's a good idea because
Ow!
that thing didn't boot last time.
Who is Kyle?
Kyle's a buddy of mine. He's got
Oh,
a
Okay.
full size tower IBM PS2,
Oh,
and it
jeez.
weighs. It's a 2-man lift. It has a sticker on it that says requires 2 people to move.
Oh my
It
god.
weighs a ton. It has a built-in solid steel handle. It was like an early server for like businesses.
Right,
And
right.
anyway, he calls it the hernia because that's what you get when you try to move it.
Yeah,
I believe
yeah.
it.
I can totally believe that. Yeah.
It's a PS2 Model 60, and it
Okay.
weighs
Oh wow.
slightly less than a collapsed star, but only slightly.
So, you ready? I'll show
Yeah.
you. Come with me.
We're all getting sick.
Oh, right, right, right,
Oh
right.
yes.
So, this
Speaking
guy
of
here,
illegal things,
yes,
Right.
this is a Pan Asia
Hold on. I'm gonna
Apple
make it.
II
I'm gonna
clone.
make. Hold on. I'm gonna make it big, Frank.
that's not even a
Okay.
place.
Well,
Send
this
me
has it had to be a mythical place, like it was a mythical computer.
Wasn't Pan Asia one of the places in the book 1984?
I
One of the
think
continents?
I think you're thinking of Popeyes.
No,
So
no, no, no,
chicken.
no. I'm thinking 1984, the book,
I
which
know what
I've
you're
read like several times, but I
being
think it was
silly.
Pan Asia or something. It was one of the continents.
But yeah, it's an Apple
Sorry.
II clone,
Very
Pan
cool.
Asia. And it does turn on. It's got 3 keys missing, keycaps. But all the keys are functional. I did test them. All the keys seem to be functional.
What kind of keys do they take? Is it Alps?
the
Are they
switches
Yeah,
are probably else,
they're
but
the
keycaps.
Yeah,
yeah.
Sorry, yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, they're the same as the actual Apple II as far
Okay,
as
okay.
the switches and stuff.
But the keycaps are probably different.
Keycaps are definitely different. They're like a
Yeah.
really dark chocolate brown.
So you may need to actually 3D print some replacements.
Probably, because I doubt that I'll be able to find this. Because when I Google
Or
Panacea Apple II clone, like I barely get any information at all.
or you should talk to the great people at PCB Way to manufacture a new board and then do what Javier did and do like a multicolored keyboard for it.
Oh, there you go.
Right?
Put some
Unfortunately,
RGB in this Apple II.
unfortunately, that only makes sense if you're making 50 or 100 of them. A one-off is going to be very expensive.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Well,
honestly, this keyboard format looks.
Yeah, you might be better off trying to find a keyboard out
Close.
of like a VIC 20 or something.
Oh,
yeah,
sure.
I'm
yeah.
sure another keyboard would fit.
Right,
Yes.
Right.
But it's also topless. It didn't come with a top lid. There was no top
Oh,
lid.
print one. That's fine.
Exactly.
So
the other thing you could do is
what are you using for a lid then? Because it looked like you had a lid on it.
The monitor.
The monitor's just sitting on the hole.
It's just sitting in the hole.
Okay, okay. Sorry, I thought it looked like it had the lid, but I wasn't sure.
It's a lot smaller.
It's
The
just
hole's a lot
squatting
smaller.
over the hole.
Yeah, it's like it's in an outhouse.
It's like the train in Mumbai.
Yeah.
You know, you just squat over the hole, no problem.
Poop over the hole.
Right.
Went to a restaurant once that had a toilet like that.
Interesting.
Speaking of my boring stories, but that's a story for another day. No, I was going to say you could also do what they did with like the Reichstag in Germany. Instead of replacing the blown up bits of it, they replaced it with glass and steel. So it still looks like it's blown to crap, but the bits that are missing are all glass and steel. It's quite nice
That's
looking
true.
now. You can do the same
With
thing with
the
that.
good epoxy.
Just get some like
Right.
get some clear epoxy keycaps made, right? That are just clear, and the ones that are broken just get clear keycaps.
Well, I bet some of the other ones would fit on the key stems because they look like they're the same.
Yeah.
They just wouldn't be the same color.
Right.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
now
Well,
you
they're
it's
only
likely
numbers missing.
so now
it's
you
likely
know
they took
oh,
an Apple II and just went like, man,
Oh,
clone.
probably.
so now
Yeah,
you know what you need to do though is find a broken one with all the keys,
exactly.
right?
Yeah, PCBWay does have injection molding. You are
They
correct.
do.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So yeah, pretty neat. It's
Well, that's
different.
exciting.
Yeah. Anybody
Awesome.
else got anything exciting this week that came
Well,
in
we should
or
actually
out?
mention we actually should mention our new channel sponsor. If you want to
Oh,
go
that's
ahead and
true. Yeah,
go
so
ahead,
we
Frank.
are newly sponsored by PCBWay, which does all kinds of different fabrication products, such as PCBs. They do injection molding, like Gutbaum had said. They actually do a ton of different stuff. So they do prototyping, they do flex and rigid PCBs, aluminum, all kinds of different stuff. So we'll be actually sharing some more information from them, in the near future on a few different other streams. Yeah, there you go. Ryan's got it.
Yeah,
I get a
and
lot of stuff
there's
printed by them.
um. Do you want to put their do you want to put their link in the chat, Frank, for
Yeah.
PCBWay?
Yep, that's true.
So I'll show you my first order that I just did.
PCBWay.com.
I did an order of PCBWay. Why is it not showing me what it looks like?
You should be able to go onto the Gerber viewer.
Yeah, but earlier today I just clicked on this.
Yep.
And
There
it
you
popped
go.
up me. Let's click on the Gerber file. Oh, it just downloads the Gerber file. I don't know. A few more. I think it's because I actually there we go.
You ordered it already, yeah.
It's already been shipped. It wasn't shipped earlier, but it was shipped today.
Now they
Oh,
are pretty
nice.
quick. I will give them that. They're very fast.
And what is the board for?
So anybody who follows our friend Justin over at oh god, what's Justin's channel's name? Justin D. Morgan. Just
JCB?
no, JCS.
No.
Computerized Start.
Thank you. Yes, that's it.
Yeah. Anyway, if you follow Justin, he recently did some work on a Dallas clock chip replacement project by
Yeah,
Right.
Necroware. So I actually priced out it myself and was shocked to find out that the official Texas Instrument clock chip was like $20 Canadian
Each?
each.
Oh wow.
So I needed that plus 3 other components plus the board. So I actually ended up sourcing from Canada, funnily enough, a alternative clock chip that will work that is mentioned in actual Necroware's explanation of the project. So I got a bunch of those on order. I've got 50 of these boards on order, so I'm going to start making some, and
Awesome.
yeah, we'll see what happens.
Very cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I got something else neat that came in this week.
But none of it would be possible without our fantastic friends over at PCBWay.
Exactly.
That is true. Very, very generous benefactors at PCBWay.
Indeed. Computerized Start. Yeah, there we go. Thanks, Ron.
Yep.
I had a brain fart.
We all did.
I got a Pi 1541 board for the Raspberry Pi.
Oh, nice.
I can turn myself into a Borg with only 5 things on this desk right in front of me.
We'll wait. We'll leave that to the end of the stream.
But basically, this, and I'm getting some of these printed by PCBWay as well.
Okay.
To build some of these, but basically, an SD solution for the Commodore and the VIC computers. You can plug this in, and it's kind of like a Blue SCSI for your Commodore.
So computerized fart would be Dan of the Canadian Computer Collector.
Yeah. Actually, that'd be computerized burp. Sorry.
Yeah.
Snart. Sneeze and fart at the same time.
But yeah, so I got a few things this week in the mail. What did I get? Anything close that I can show you guys? I found some stuff for my $100 PC build.
Very nice.
Again, if anybody's following along with Tech Ambrosia or Tech Amber, she's doing the $100.
No, it's Tech Ambrosia.
I know, but it's Amber is her name.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So I actually the other day on a stream I dug out. I'd forgotten I had an AM3 motherboard, so I'm pairing my AM3 motherboard with a. I think it's actually. I will tell you what the CPU is because I actually have to take it off anyway to actually clean it. It is, I believe, it's a Phenom, going like old school here.
And just sorry, just to quickly interrupt there, Ryan.
Yep.
I am putting the link for Tech Ambrose's channel in the chat.
Well,
Also
that's
put a,
good. She does have nice streams.
we
Yeah,
should put a link to Justin's as well.
yeah,
Oh
I
yeah,
can totally
We
do
we
that
can
did
right
talk
earlier.
now.
about
Hold
Justin.
on,
Yep.
hold on.
So this is a Phenom 2. So it's a quad core ish CPU from 2008.
Nice.
So we're going to run this and this and this video card.
Now, as far as the challenge goes, what operating system?
It has to be Windows 7, I believe, because there are benchmark tools specific to Windows 7 that you need to run. You also
Gotcha.
need to run Frozen Planet, which is a PC game from 2008. It has a benchmark,
Okay.
which is funny because I actually have a copy of it on the shelf behind me. Or
All
Lost
right, so
Planet, sorry, not
so
Frozen Planet.
this is really strange. So I went to his channel,
Yep.
but it didn't have his channel name. It came up with that funky, as you can see after the channel.
Yeah,
Slash
that happens.
blah
That
blah blah
happens
blah blah.
sometimes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I do apologize, Justin. I'm not trying to.
Ema also might not have.
No, he
Ema-
has one. I know he has it, but for some reason, YouTube right now is showing it as that.
Again, I've seen that happen occasionally. Some people also don't apply for their special URL.
Yeah, no, he did. He did the I think JDMCS.
JDMCS. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's really funky. But anyway, see,
Yeah,
look,
there you go.
there you go.
I just
Sean
got it
just
below.
posted it. Hi,
Sean.
Sean.
Yeah, I just got it too as well. But weird. Anyway.
Hold on for a sec. I want to. DJ Craze just posted his latest find that he wants to brag about.
2016 15-inch MacBook Pro i7 16 5 million main condition, only 2 battery cycles. OS was
The courthouse upgraded to
OS
new
was
machine.
wiped by the courthouse that upgraded to newer machines. So was it
Mhm.
like a they put it on a shelf in case they needed a computer? It's like one of the spares.
Or
I'm
was
gonna
it that
guess.
it might be like your school, they upgraded the computer, like they upgraded the computers for the courthouse, and these
But
are
that's what
just the
I'm
old
saying.
ones?
It only has 2 battery cycles. So that
Yeah.
means it's only been charged once. Yeah, he says yes. So it was literally
Okay.
bought and put on a shelf.
All
That's
right.
Uh, I,
crazy.
I'm
Let's
gonna
let's
say
hold
50,
up. Yeah, because he said
55
anyone want to
bucks.
guess, so everyone in the chat can guess as well.
I'm
How
gonna say
much was
50,
that?
$55.
I'm gonna say I'll say 50.
Frodo's gonna
Frank,
say $1, Bob.
Frank, do you want to guess?
2850.
28.50. I'm gonna go with 29.56.
Damn you.
Gut bomb, $87,000.
Gut bomb. If you have $87,000 to spend on that computer, hi, let's talk, shall we? I
It
got a
was a
laptop
military
in.
purchase.
Mint condition, and Scarlett, the 4-eyed Cuda, says $79 Canadian, so that's like $4.50 US.
Scarlett,
Not
are you
not quite enough to buy a Happy Meal.
Scarlett, are you in Canada? Since he mentioned 79 Canadian. Is Scarlett the four-eyed Cuda in Canada?
I don't think so. I think he's American. I could be wrong. All right, DJ Craze, don't leave us in a suspense. Answer. What's
Yeah.
it?
What was it?
250, and
250.
I'll sell it to Gut Bomb if he's
Yeah,
offering that
right.
price.
Yeah. I
So
would too, DJ
Steve
Craze
Jobs rare.
in a heartbeat.
Steve
Yeah,
Jobs
Yeah.
sure.
rare.
I know what I have.
Right.
Rare.
It was licked by Steve Jobs.
Yeah, 2016
One
Mac
of
was
those
licked by
Oh,
zombie
okay.
Steve Jobs.
So
Yep.
he's down by Jason.
That's what I thought,
What
but
up?
I was like, maybe I'm mistaken because he put CAD, so that's why I'm like, oh.
Cool.
That's how much.
That's
Oh
still
no,
pretty.
so
That's a pretty good. That's a pretty good
yeah, that's a good
deal.
for two, especially
Ooh,
with the two
there's lots of
batteries.
bearing noise.
So apparently, Gut Bomb knows what he has.
Ah, yes. Well, he would. The filthy communist.
Yeah, the darn. Yeah, yeah. No, at 250, that's not a bad price.
Yeah,
Mhm.
for sure. I'd buy that for
It's a
$1.
good deal.
Right? Yeah, no, that is. congrats, DJ Craze, on getting that.
Indeed. So,
Oh, sorry, just
yeah, go
quickly
ahead.
speaking of selling and buying things, somebody contacted me and said, "I want to sell you my iMac."
Okay.
hmm I said, that was it. I want to sell my iMac.
Okay.
No year, no nothing. So I said, "What's the year?" He said, "It's somewhere between 2015 and 2018."
Okay.
Uh-huh. And I said, and he said, "But I don't know if it powers on."
Okay. It's getting worse every time, but okay.
Right? So then he's like, "Well, what would you sell it for?" And I'm like, "Well, I don't know. If it's if it doesn't turn on, it's basically a giant paperweight,
Yeah.
right?" So anyway, so he said he's gonna see if he can get his sister to bring it
Hey,
to
Sean.
me. And I'm like, "Do you not just have a regular three-prong power cord that goes into like a PC? Because it works.
Yep.
It's not hard." Because he mentioned, he said, "I've had it on Facebook for several weeks and nobody's made me an offer." And I'm like, because I said, "How much do you want for it?" "Oh, I don't know." "Yeah, you do, because you have it up on Facebook Marketplace. So you have a price in mind already."
Yeah. All the
But
dollars,
yeah,
thousands
right. Yeah,
probably,
that's what I'm
Unless
thinking.
he's
Yeah.
one of them people that puts 1, 2, 3, 4,
or the
Yeah,
area code.
make
or
or $1.
free, but then yeah, make
One
me an
dollar, make
offer.
me an offer. Yeah, yeah, one of those.
All
Yeah,
right,
Yeah.
$1.
exactly.
You've got $1 there. I'll give you $1 for it.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, so it's gonna be interesting to see if he actually comes through with it, and then what I will offer him for it, because I want to see it. Like, I'm not just gonna buy it without A, seeing it turns on, and B, what the heck are the specs on this thing, and what year is it?
Right.
Right.
Cool.
So.
So one of the neat things that I was reading today was a Wired article um,
Mm-hmm.
about how modern humans can learn from ancient software. So the whole premise of the article is that retro computing is about more than nostalgic nerdery. It's a way to keep your tech in perspective. So a lot of modern software developers are actually getting into the retro computing hobby, if you want to call it that, um, as a way to help ground and to understand. So I guess the two part is to ground their own development, but also to um, help them understand where software came from, because as I'm sure we've all used terrible interfaces before. A terrible piece of software is garbage. Like it doesn't even, it could be all the functions in the world, but if the UI is terrible, it's
Mm-hmm.
terrible. I'm looking at you, SAP 2000. What a terrible program. Anyway, no, I thought it was a really neat article, so I'm going to post it there. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but I was pretty. It's the articles from like 2022, I think. Yeah, 20
Okay.
September 15th, 2022. So it's an older article, but
Well,
it's
but
it's it's a good
it's
read.
relevant. It's relevant no matter what year you kind of read it,
Yeah,
Lotus
because
Notes.
Lotus Notes 1, 2, 3.
I know
Yeah.
some companies that still use Lotus
Oh,
Notes.
um,
Uh,
hi, I just installed Lotus Note 6.5 today on a
Yep.
user's computer. We
Yep.
still
what?
use it. Yeah,
A lot of companies still use it for email.
yeah.
Uh,
I don't know
Fire
what
up
we
those
use
old
it for.
Domino servers.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. We
I
have.
d- and now there was a time there where it became like IBM's 1, 2, 3, and it was really just like
Yeah,
LibreOffice.
they had IBM Notes, is what
Yeah.
they rebranded it as. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
and then
And
now it's
it's
completely discontinued. They sold
it's
it.
it's so funny because, like, when we go to install some software, we go, "Oh, well, we don't support that anymore." And I'm like, "But they're still releasing new versions of software X, or whatever I'm looking at." And this is my main. This has been like, I kind of had a back and forth with one of the guys, and I'm like, "But this software is still made. Lotus Notes isn't supported by IBM anymore. We're still using it."
Yeah. So
You know?
after they rebranded the IBM Notes, they actually sold it to another company
Yeah.
altogether, and then it's just
Mhm.
discontinued. Yeah.
Oh
So
yeah,
so
it's
the
totally
only issue
flopped.
there you have to look at is from a perspective, in my case, like depending on the industry you're in, specifically if you're in, say, the healthcare industry, um, if there's no security patches being made for a piece of software, those software should stop being used, and they're internet accessible, i.e., the computer they're on has internet access.
Yeah.
those that should be stopped be used immediately
Mhm.
because it's an attack vector.
The issue is that we paid a company to come in and back up all the databases, and they've run into three
That's not cheap.
exactly, and they've done them all except for these three massive SOB databases, and they want $1 gazillion to do each of them. So that's where the
Well,
standpoint is. That, like, this is why we haven't migrated away from it at this point.
so my health authority here in Newfoundland was cyber attacked 3 years ago
Mm-hmm.
using an email. Somebody clicked. Anyway, long story short, um, it was probably going to be close to $1 billion by the time it was
Yeah.
it's all said and done, because they have to pay now for a pile of patient data got leaked, so they have to pay for like credit monitoring for a pile. Anyway, it's a total cluster.
Yeah.
However, so what I'm suggesting is other organizations, especially those in the health industry, should really learn from each other and don't make
Mhm.
the same mistakes.
Well, it's like, what was it? 2020? What was it? 2017, 2018. There was a huge attack on the I don't want to say HSC, that the healthcare system in England.
Yes,
Um,
the NS,
and
the
and yeah, whatever it is. Anyway, the issue was, but
NHS.
they were still the reason that it was mainly the UK. There was a couple places in the US, and what it was they attacked all the hospitals still using Windows XP,
Right.
because at that point Microsoft had been no longer supporting it for a few years, so it was totally vulnerable, and they hadn't even moved to Windows 7 at that point,
Yeah. And they were
let alone
internet
10.
facing,
Hmm.
workstations.
Yep, yep.
Again, if you have a CNC machine that's running on Windows XP and it's not connected to the internet, fill your boots. It's fine.
Yeah,
That can stay on. You know,
we have a couple still kicking around the hospital that's XP,
yeah,
but they're not networked. They're
yeah,
just they're just using them for whatever.
yeah, and that's fine. Like I had a client that ran Windows 95 for a CNC machine for the longest time. It's fine
Hmm.
because it's not connected to the internet,
Right.
right?
Yeah, but when you get them connected to the internet, that's where you get the hacks, obviously.
Yeah, and, unless you're like geeks with social skills, there running
Watching the stream on Windows 3 for
yeah.
server, Windows 3.11 for server.
No, where's 3.1?
Was it?
3.1.
No, it's 3.11.
Yeah,
Three wasn't 3.11 the server edition. I
no,
know 3.1 was the home, wasn't it?
3.0 was works for work groups.
Yeah, but what was Windows? I thought Windows 3.1 was for home. Hold on. Windows 3.11.
The Windows 3.11 was introduced to repair network problems that were
Problems
presented in.
for 3.1. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry,
was-
I thought it was a network version. Yeah, see, 3.1 what for work groups. I'm not going crazy.
Yeah.
They're all for home. Yeah, true.
Yeah, like we ran 3.0 for work
Oh,
groups.
hold on. I'm
So,
gonna
hang
let
on a second, guys.
Hey, friend.
Hey, Chris.
Hey,
Hey,
Chris.
Chris.
Probably way too loud.
What?
Can you hear me?
What?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can hear you.
All right. Is the background noise too loud?
No.
No, it's not bad. Go ahead.
Way to go. Okay. Are we live? Oh, we're live. Oh, okay.
We're live.
Well, hello. Nice to see
Hi,
everybody.
we're live. Yeah, you're live.
I didn't realize that. My timing. Oh, I'm in a different time zone. That's what got me all confused.
Yeah.
I apologize. So, yeah, we're here at the table in Chicago. We're going to have Chicago deep dish pizza.
Hey
We've got
guys.
Adam,
Hey, guys.
we've got RetroTech Dan. We've got the VCF Southeast Organizer.
Hey.
We've got YYZ Kevin. We've got Retrobits. We've got Miss Retrobits. We've got Jeremy's Retro Bar. We've got Miss Jeremy's Retro Bar. We've got Rich Retro. We got all kinds of people here today. So anyway,
Holy cow.
but we're
Wow.
having a blast.
That's great.
So
Chris, it's great to hear you still have your voice.
Yes.
Yeah.
So within about 3 hours of the show, I kind of felt like I'm already exhausted, like I normally feel on Sundays. So it's going to be a long couple of
Nice.
days, but it's going to be
Yeah,
a blast.
I watched your live stream, and I think
Yeah.
like the last 5 minutes, you're like, oh my god, my voice is already going,
Yes.
and it's only Friday.
Yes, my voice was already going at that point.
So now, does everybody traditionally go to bed early now so that they're ready for tomorrow? Hey, I see
Hey,
a
look,
lot
it's
of people we
another. Yeah, I see
recognize.
it.
Lots
Yeah.
of other friends here.
Hey,
Say hi
hi,
to Old
Tom.
Wolf Fridays, everybody. Hey, Old
Hey,
Wolf
Garth.
The Garth
Fridays.
Eagle.
Hold
All
on,
right.
I'm gonna make.
Hey,
Chris
this
say-
is the most people we've had on stream at one time.
Yeah, this is
Right,
amazing.
yeah.
Who knew? All you just had
Okay,
to get
ask
them in
the
the one
question
room.
again. Sorry.
No,
Oh no,
I was
we were
I was
just
joking.
saying this is the most people we've ever had on one stream.
Hold on.
Yeah.
It's really noisy in here. I'll step outside for a minute.
So now, does everybody go to bed early so that they can hit it early in the morning,
Yeah.
or y'all just
Um,
party all night?
Yeah.
No,
The
it's tomorrow
truth
night.
be told, oh, echo, let's go outside. Truth be told, this show really opens Thursday, even though it says it doesn't open until Saturday. Now,
Gotcha.
Right.
I think that depends on like if the venue, is available or whatnot. They
Yeah.
do weddings and things there.
Sure.
But yeah, the venue's been available, so if everybody hopped in. Yeah. So
Nice.
Have you seen Clint or any of the other bigger YouTubers? Have they showed up yet?
yeah, I talked to Clint, I talked to the 8-Bit guy, I talked to Computer Clan.
No. Cool.
Yeah, talked to,
Awesome.
let me think who else. Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Adrian.
awesome.
Yeah.
Adrian, there? Nice.
Adrian there. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yep. Chatted with him for just a minute, and he was off doing one thing, I was off doing another. I said, okay, I'll catch up with you later. But yeah, I saw him. He gave me a big hug. Adrian and I. It's always nice to
Nice.
see him. And yeah, we're friends. So.
Nice, nice,
Oh,
nice.
and sorry to bug you about asking Sloopy that information earlier today, but he was offline, and I'm
No worries.
like, oh, Chris is online, or at least I can see that Chris is not offline. So I'm like, I'm just gonna message you.
Now,
Yeah.
the bigger question is, where is Sloopy?
Yeah, where is Sloopy?
We invited him to dinner, but he said, and true Sloopy for him. I'm very sure I'm not going to dinner. So
Yeah, he had
that was
He drove a lot.
he had
Yeah.
20 cigarettes.
Yeah.
He's fine.
you're right. Yeah. He
No,
should be good for a while.
what you mean is he has 20 packs of cigarettes.
Right, and he's
He
fine.
should be good. He should be good for a day.
Yes, correct.
Well, I can only go based upon the evidence I see. So anyway.
Yeah, no, I'm teasing.
And you're sworn to secrecy.
Well, yeah. Usually. Yeah.
So what's the venue look like this year? Is it
Oh my gosh.
similar to
Oh,
last
you
year
need
or
to-
bigger?
Hold on. I'm going to go back to YouTube. I
Yeah.
will share a link to Chris's stream.
Yeah.
You need to watch Chris's
Yeah.
stream. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. So the only way I can describe it, not just the venue, but even just like the populace this year, even though the show hasn't started, it's simply overwhelming.
Mhm.
I am overwhelmed quickly with just because when you get all of the different people that you've met all together in one place. Poor Tom Barber. So I would start to talk to Tom Barber, and somebody would come up. Then I would talk to him some more. Somebody else would come up, and this happened like 6 times. But yeah, it can be. Yeah, you have to be on top of your mental game for the day, which after traveling and all, I wasn't.
Yeah.
But I did the best I could. But yeah, as far as the venue, it's huge. There are a ton of tables.
So I just posted the link to Chris's quick walkthrough today. His half-hour walkthrough.
Yeah, my quick half-hour walkthrough. Yes.
Yeah. That is you want to see the free table. I'm just sitting there drooling at like the size of this thing.
Yeah.
And
Well,
remember,
you and Ron are great about doing the videos throughout the conference.
Yeah,
So that's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
and remember, the show is not open yet, and that's the state of the free table.
I know.
There's a guy coming with a U-Haul for things to put on the free table.
I heard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
From
the show
Texas,
said.
right?
Yeah, the show said they're like, there's too much stuff on the free table, so hold off to bring anything else in because there's so much.
Yeah. You were saying.
You're gonna have a free parking lot at some point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just open.
Yeah.
But yeah, go watch this
Oh,
stream
yeah.
after
Yeah.
hours. Don't watch it now.
Oh,
'cause
check
we're
it out.
still
Yeah.
streaming.
Yeah.
But go watch the stream after,
That's
and
awesome.
because that's
Yeah.
Chris's stream
So,
from
Chris,
today.
the more important question: how many compacts are you bringing home?
Well, so I'm at the point where I'm not actively looking to buy anything,
Oh,
but
sure.
sometimes, no, it's true. But sometimes things kind of show up. So like I saw that
Yeah.
Gateway keyboard for $20. I'm like, this is $100 keyboard. I'm buying it.
Yep.
So
Yep.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
kind of like more opportunistic at this point.
sure.
But yeah, I've sent out so many compacts at this point. It's really kind of stupid for me to keep buying them. But yeah, I'm not really looking to
Follow you
collect
home.
anything.
They're like lost puppies,
Yeah, they really are.
and you're finding them good homes.
Yeah,
You're doing
yeah.
God's work.
Well, it depends on who you ask, but I think I am. Yeah.
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 What you think and what your wife thinks are probably two
Oh no,
different
no.
things.
Yeah, no.
What you think?
Extremely
and what-
supportive of. Yeah.
Oh, good.
What
Yeah.
you think and what your wife thinks, you're just
Yeah.
wrong. You just have to accept
Yeah,
it.
you're
That's
just wrong, Chris.
Yeah. No, she's extremely supportive.
Oh, good.
No complaints. When I went to
That's
pick up
great.
that Mac call, she handed me the checkbook.
Oh,
I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember you mentioning that. Yeah.
wow, you're very retro, Chris. A checkbook? What year is
well,
this?
well yes.
I still use the big binder with the
Oh my
multi.
God.
Yeah, I guess I could do Venmo or stuff, but
Well-
the guy was 70 plus years
Yeah.
old, so
Fair enough.
yeah.
But but on Frank's end, he
Yeah.
also has a business, and a lot of businesses still use those. So
Yeah.
Well,
I understand.
do.
Also, in the United States, they don't have an integrated debit system like we do here in Canada.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah, yeah.
email money between any bank in Canada.
Yeah.
Instantly on my phone.
And it's funny that you mentioned checks. I went to a flea market a while back where I got the keyboard and stuff that I showed off on Dave's stream.
Yep.
Yeah.
I paid with an e-transfer.
Oh wow.
I
Oh.
did because I'm like, I don't have cash, and the guy's
Yeah.
like,
Where's
oh,
cash?
here's the email address, just e-transfer it. I'm like, okay,
Perfect.
sweet.
Now, Chris, you have to if you could find yourself a good Corona computer, you should pick it up.
I have a compact portable too, which is kind of a similar vein with the built-in monitor, but I'll look. I mean, there might be one. But guys, I'm
you
telling you,
never know.
I was just so overwhelmed by how much stuff was already there and how much stuff was for sale. It was
And-
sensory overload. It really was.
What surprised me was
Yeah.
how much stuff was there.
Yeah.
And yet how many tables were still empty.
Yes.
You know,
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
there's still a lot more to come in.
Yeah. And you saw, and you saw that I did that walkthrough, which took me 25 minutes, and that was a quick walkthrough. I was blazing past some of those tables.
Yeah.
I
I was watching those tables as you went by, and I'm like,
Squirrel.
there's so much stuff there, and
Well-
yet there were still
Well, we're
so
definitely
many. It was like I think about I would say about maybe 50-75% full at that point
yes.
for
So,
empty tables.
Chris, what you got to do is go do a
walk.
walkthrough again on slow mo, and that way
Slow-mo.
we can like just pause each table.
Each
Go
frame, frame by
And go,
frame.
and go, Chris, buy that for us, buy that for us, buy that
Yeah.
for us, and keep
Well,
going down the list.
In the shorts that I put on another social media platform, I wrote, "No, I will not pick this up for you."
Awesome. Yeah, I'm
Because
sure you
yes,
get a lot of
that's
people
good.
asking.
you do get the requests, and as much as I would like to,
It's
I
heavier.
flew here, so it would be kind of hard.
Ah,
To,
Point of order. Have you run into Jeremy yet?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
good. Did make it good.
Good. So he arrived safely. That's good. I
He
didn't
did,
see
yes.
any post from him that showing that he got there. So I just want to make sure he actually made it okay.
No, I
Yep, he's around.
Good.
I think he posted in VCF Midwest on the Friends Discord.
I missed it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that he did arrive safe. So
That's good.
Cool.
Good,
He's
good, good.
there.
yeah.
Awesome. Giddy up.
Yeah, we chatted a little bit.
So
I-
how many people are they expecting for this weekend? Do they have an idea?
I would guess it could be between 1,000 and 1,500.
Wow.
Wow.
That's a few.
Yeah.
All those nerds
awesome.
in one spot.
Yeah, this show is it's I dare say probably out of control. It's so big. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's good.
they might have to find a bigger venue for.
Well, they actually-
the way
Or
it's
spread
going.
it out across.
And they
more
already
days.
did for this year. They actually took over both floors of the conference center.
Yeah, I heard. I think it was Ron, or somebody was mentioning that the other day. Or no,
Yeah.
I guess it was Joe. Last night we had I just had a quick little private stream,
Yeah.
and Joe had mentioned that both last
Floors.
year they had used like they had a wedding going on.
Yes, they did. They had loud music.
And
too.
then people
Yeah.
came up and were like,
Yeah.
"What's going on up
What
here?"
is this crap? Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, but I heard that
I'll
this
be
year
honest.
they
If I
were
was
able
at
to
a
get
wedding
both
and
things.
there was a computer festival upstairs, I know
Yeah.
where I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm going to the
Yeah.
bathroom. I'll
There
be
you
back.
go.
Yeah,
Use the bathroom.
I'm going.
Not really well.
Okay, so you guys have said I do. Congratulations on the wedding. I need to really go pee,
Yeah.
Save me
and
some
that would
cake.
be the end of
Bye.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. If you guys can make it a goal to come next year,
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
it's incredible. And yeah, so yeah, it's definitely. I know, traveling and all that, but it's worth the trip.
see,
That's great.
this is my goal
Mhm.
when I become a board member on the work group
Nice.
is to make it like this.
That's awesome.
Very cool. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah,
Spending a few
thank
We don't want to.
you.
We don't want your pizza to get
Go
cold.
eat your pizza.
Yeah. I
Eat your
apologize over my time zone confusion. I thought maybe
No,
we would
Oh,
go
yeah,
back
no.
to the beach.
No worries.
Because we
That's
were
all
literally,
right.
I'm
No.
we
so
were
sorry.
Chris,
Oh my
we
gosh.
were,
No,
Chris,
no,
we
you're
were
good.
we
We
were
appreciate
literally
it.
sitting here just like going pretty much we're done. So this
Oh,
is
okay.
great. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
no,
Awesome.
almost
no.
wrapped up.
We appreciate you coming on. So
Yeah.
yes, thank you so
Yeah.
much.
All righty. Well, we'll
But, yeah,
we'll be in
have
touch
fun.
over the weekend.
Yeah,
I'll be
So,
looking at your videos. Yeah.
Yeah.
all righty. Sounds good.
Oh, Chris,
Okay.
have you
Yes.
Chris have you seen my box from Sloopy?
That's probably so far in the details that I can't say I have.
Okay.
It's hard to keep
No,
everything
no,
straight.
because Joe was teasing me last night. I saw your box. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Nope.
Well, thank you,
course.
Chris.
yeah, thank
Thanks
you.
for sharing. We
Thanks for
appreciate it.
having me.
Tell everybody we said
Yeah.
hi.
Yeah,
All right.
we
Will
say hi to
do.
everybody.
Be
Thanks,
safe.
Chris.
Yeah, you bet.
Okay.
Stay
Bye.
safe.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Will do. Bye.
Thank God that
That's
guy's
awesome.
gone. Jesus.
No, I'm glad he took a few minutes and
No, it's
came on
awesome.
real quick to
Yeah,
tell
no,
us.
and
Yeah, that's great.
it's great that he got his time zones confused because
Yeah.
I know, that's so funny.
as I said, we were
Well, he
sitting here
texted
like
me and he's like, I think I can come on, but I'm not sure about signal. We'll see. It's kind of loud. I was like, it's okay either way,
So
whatever.
I saw Adam there on the
Yeah.
potatoes.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah.
And
Tom Barber
Tom
Barber
Barber
was
was
there.
there.
Yep.
And
I
who
saw
else?
Garth.
Garth.
Yeah,
Was
Garth
there.
was there.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
I didn't see
unfortunately
Eric.
he might have not gone because he didn't arrive till tonight at 6:30, so he
Oh,
might
yeah.
either
So
still be
he's probably
setting up
exhausted.
or just
Yeah.
vegging out.
But that's like I'm sure the van. Well, we saw the van Ron had to clean out.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
Right.
now he said it was full. I said, well, I can still see air.
Yeah.
Like
I can still sit there.
unless the springs are compressed in the back of that van,
Yeah.
it's not full.
Right.
At least Jeremy made it safely. So
Yes,
Jeremy
that's
didn't
good.
get there.
Yeah.
So that's
Godspeed.
great. Yep.
Good to hear.
And yeah. So the only other thing that I got new this week is this sign right here that says Computer Lane.
Oh, hang on. Let's make it big so we can see that.
That's awesome. Yeah, I see that back there.
Yeah.
It's hiding
Where did you get it from?
above your unit address.
Right there.
Yeah, okay.
Computer
Cool.
Lane.
Computer Lane.
I like the font.
Where did you get it from?
It came with a bunch of software that I bought, but I forgot
Oh,
about
no
it. It was
kidding.
in the bottom of the box, and I only remembered it was there. I bought the software months ago, and I only remember
That's
it was
so
there, and I
cool.
was taking stuff out of the box. Like, oh, that's still there. Cool.
That's
So I
awesome.
brought it
I
inside.
like it.
I love when you find things and like that you've forgotten that you've had. Like I have, because I don't know how much stuff I'm getting from said VCF Midwest.
Mm.
That's being transported, not smuggled. Let's make that description or a distinction. I need to start moving some stuff out of my apartment sooner than later. Because I'm
Do you have a
like,
storage unit?
no. So yeah,
Well, I've set myself a goal this weekend of you see all this stuff behind me,
Mhm.
yeah.
The stuff.
all
Yep.
all that's going
Okay, where are you putting in a
Eh.
storage unit?
dumpster. And
Oh, whoa!
I'm just kidding. It's not going to the dumpster.
I was
I
gonna
was
say
like,
that
wait a second.
that Apple box is mine.
Ryan's gone wrong.
I've lost my mind.
He's lost his marbles.
No, I'm gonna get some shelving units the weekend, and I'm gonna actually start
Oh
putting
right, yeah, you're
organizing stuff.
mentioning that.
That'll be great.
And then my desk is currently a folding table, but I actually have the desk out of my high school computer lab that's in
Oh,
pieces
nice.
in my garage, so I
Is
got to
that-
assemble
Put
it.
it together.
Is that like a green corner desk?
No, it was like a built-in wooden desk that was built into. So when I was in high school, the computer lab,
Yeah.
or at least one of the computer labs was in the library. It was in the learning commons that had like
Okay,
wooden
Sean,
top.
have a great dinner.
Oh, see you, Sean.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
have a good one. Thank you.
had a wooden top and had like a cubby above it. The monitor would sit here, and there was a light, like a fluorescent light, that was underneath the top shelf. And there was just anyway. I can show you pictures.
Fluorescent.
Hold on,
We hauled.
I'm just gonna turn off my camera. I'm still gonna be here, but I want to go get a photo album. They go to photo album.
So we tore
Why
all
don't
that
we
out.
go offline?
Well, no. Hold on. I want to show this online.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I have photo. Anyway, we tore that all out of the school that I work at, which happens to be also my high school that I went
Yeah.
to.
Yeah. The
And
school you've technically never left.
correct. I'm the perpetual
He
graduate.
still has the same locker.
Yeah,
It's true, I do.
probably.
Anyway, they were tearing it out, so I took a section of the computer desk home, and the
That's
idea
awesome.
was that I would convert it and make it a bit different than what it was in the computer lab to make it more useful for my needs. But the problem is when I try to solder on top of a plastic folding table,
Yeah, that doesn't always work well.
you know where that's going.
Yep,
Oops.
that doesn't always
Burned
work.
through the floor.
Yep.
So
You get out the hot glue gun and fill it in.
yeah. Oh, speaking of which, we got some deadly glue guns at the school this week.
Ooh.
They're lithium-ion battery powered.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, and they just take a USB-C charger.
That's
So
interesting.
it's just like an all glue gun,
I'll have
and it's
to
got
look
a
that up.
18650 built into it.
Yeah.
It's not removable, but you can tell that's what they use for the actual battery. And there's one of them, and it's in the handle, and it
That
works
is so
great.
cool.
So much better than, because you know when you're using glue guns and you're
The cord's always in the way. Yeah.
always knocking it over. You're like, God, yeah. So
That is crazy.
Yeah.
That's
Actually,
Sorry,
see, it was fun. We bought them on Amazon.
Amazon.
Oh, hang on. It might be my other photo. Hold on.
Right.
Just keep
Send her other box.
rambling. Oh, it's in my other photo album. Oh, it's just here. Sorry, I'm digging them out as fast as I can. Yeah, there she is. That's my other kitty cat.
Bum 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 bum
I know.
bum bum bum
Bum. Speaking of which, have you watched the new one?
bum. I have not. I saw that it's on Plex now.
It is. Yeah, these are the ones. These are the ones we bought. Here, look, bloop.
Oh, that is cool. That's not bad. $32.
Yeah. Canadian. It's probably cheaper in American.
$5. Pro.
Yeah. Let me. Okay, I found the two photos. Sweet. Actually, I found a second photo. All right.
There you go.
Let's do this and we'll end the show.
Because your wife loves artsy crafty stuff, doesn't she?
Yep, $29.98.
There you go.
So let's take just a quick
free 2-day
turn
delivery.
My camera back on here, and I'm gonna.
There you go. Christmas gift for the wife. Put it in the stocking.
There you go. Yep.
Talk about old World Tech Friday photo album. All right. I'll make myself.
What you got there, Skipper? An old photo album.
This is my dad sitting at our Windows 98 machine at home.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
The CRT
I like the disc
monitor.
box up top. Look at that.
Is that a scanner that I'm seeing, or a dot matrix printer with a box of tissue on top of it?
It's where up here?
No, on the right hand, over further. No.
Up here?
No. Over under the heart on the wall.
Oh, over here?
Yeah.
That's just a paper tray.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just a plastic paper tray.
It looks like a ViewSonic monitor. The one with the little birds on it.
Yeah, I got to try to think of like. It's funny you're asking these questions, and I'm like, I'm happy if I remember yesterday, let alone.
Trina, weren't you there?
Yeah,
I was there. I just don't remember.
How the hell can you remember the signing of the Declaration of Independence, but not your damn computer?
Right.
No. And she doesn't remember that because she's Canadian. She remembers the War of 1812 when we burned the White House down.
If you want to see, so I moved back home, my folks out of a 1-bedroom and to my old bedroom. If you
is
want
that a Dreamcast on the shelf?
It possibly is.
Yeah, there's definitely a Dreamcast on the shelf and a PlayStation 1 full size underneath it.
Yeah. This was. You see that green desk barely.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was what
desk.
we had. Yeah, that's what we had in school.
Okay.
And they got rid of them.
Huh. And you sold them, obviously.
No, actually, I used it for the longest time until I got another one.
No, you
Yeah.
stole it from school. I mean.
Oh no, they were giving them away to the
Oh,
students.
okay. Nice.
Yeah. So that, yeah, I just thought I would. When you were talking about that's from school, that's why I'm like, was it green? Because
No,
this is the one that I had in school.
no, it was like I said. It was built for the space. It was a long row of countertop with computers on
Yeah,
them.
right. Yeah.
And I have a section of the countertop which is like 68 inches, which is just enough to go from this wall next to me over to the door.
Oh, nice.
Hey, Dave's
Hi,
here.
Dave. All right, so Dave's here. It's time to go. Thanks everyone for joining us.
Thanks for
We're
joining
going
us.
to be ending the stream, and
You
we'd like
can
we'd like to
come
thank
on
our
the
after
after show.
yeah,
we'd like to
Right
thank
here
our
is the
sponsor.
link.
Like to thank our sponsor PCB Way for
Yes,
providing
absolutely.
us with some much needed sponsorship. We appreciate
Absolutely.
them, and we hope you choose them for your PCB and
Yep.
or other projects.
And we'll be
Yeah, for sure.
featuring some PCB Way projects upcoming.
Yes, we have several projects that are in the pipeline.
That's right.
So everyone, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe. We only stream once a week, so you're not going to be bombarded with a bunch of notifications. Yeah.
Yeah.
We put
Anything
the
else?
offline link in the chat.
The
So
offline link
yeah,
is in the
absolutely.
chat.
So we're gonna go offline in 5, 4, 3.
Hold on. Did you hit end the stream yet, Frank?